This is a review of the Octane Turbo XL700 theater seating row of 2, straight line row of 2, which is one of several options, starting with a minimum of 2 seats, then going to 3, 4, and up in terms of the number of seats. And they come in different alignments, either straight row or curved row, depending on your preference. But this one is a 2-seat straight row of the power recline LED lighting theater seating. Now this product was ordered through Amazon for a price of $1,298, no shipping, and it came in the span of about a week and a half in that time frame. It is through a delivery service, a local delivery service that contacts you ahead of time and sets up a time to bring the products, which come in a very large cardboard box, 1 per seat, and it's separated where the bottom and the seat back are not attached until taken out of the box, and until you do it yourself, they come in the box with the back not attached, so it's easier to transport. And these, when turned in the right angle, will fit through pretty much most doorways. I think they designed it that way, so it shouldn't be a problem moving it. It is very heavy. The base contains machine parts and all the workings that make it a power recline seat. Now, going with this option, I was thinking about what type of seating I wanted. I did have a vision of a home theater setup, and starting with the chairs, I looked at whether to get a power recline or manual recline, but I decided to go with the pricier option, but in order to have the power recline option and all the other features that come with it. Now, this setup is after taking the products out of the box, attaching the seat backs, and then lining up the seats. They do not come already lined up. You get the product 2 separate seats, and all you have to do is just put them right next to each other, squeeze them together. There's nothing actually locking them, so the configuration can actually be changed to do single seats if you prefer, but only one of these seats will have the 2 armrests, whereas the other one will just have 1 armrest. But they both have the control buttons, cup holders, and storage trays. This one is a shallow storage tray, good for probably remote controls and small electronic devices or whatever can fit in this shallow compartment. And then the one on this side that is in between both seats is a little bit deeper. I can actually keep going all the way like mid forearm. Probably good for maybe magazines, even probably some snacks or something that is long, tall, thin. You can fit in that compartment. And then over here, the compartment is also another shallow one. The cup holders have a lining in them, so you can actually take this out and the light's in there. Put this back in. Here are little attachment ports for optional, sold separately accessories such as tray tables, wine glass holders, lamps, other things you can buy to upgrade this product. And each of the chairs has its control buttons here, in the inside, this is actually a USB port. You can charge anything that can connect to a USB port. And then the next button over is actually the LED button. Once it's pushed, it lights up the cup holders and the base rail down there. It looks really good in darker settings, so when it's time to use during TV watching, movie watching, it will look good lighted up. It's mostly an aesthetic thing, but it is catching to the eye. And the other two buttons, this one will bring the leg rest back. This one actually is where the recline happens. It extends the leg rest out. And this is not all the way out, but it does go pretty much to 170-degree recline. At the same time, the leg rest is going out. The seat, the backing is sliding forward, so it actually is good for saving space against the wall. You don't need a really wide berth in between the wall and the chairs. I think the suggestion is 6 inches, and that should be enough so the chair doesn't brush against the wall. It actually kind of comes forward as it reclines, and you can kind of see the setup down there. That's where all the weight is, and the base it's pretty heavy at carrying the base around, so probably would need 2 people to carry it. And some of the things that are good about this product is number one, the power recline. That's kind of why I went with the power over manual recline, because of the convenience. It's just so simple. You just push the button and it reclines for you. But at the same time, that's also kind of a downside, because you're limited to the speed of the recline, the power recline. Because if you want to sit back up, you have to push the button and wait for it to go all the way back so you can get up out of the chair. Whereas manual recline, you just use the power of your legs to drive the leg rest back, and it's quick. But the power recline it makes everything is simple. You just push the button and it'll recline for you. No real effort on your part. And the other thing I like about the product, the LED lighting, it just has a good appearance. It looks really good in dark settings. So when you have only the TV screen or projector or whatever is going on in the home theater setup, this provides just a little bit extra lighting. And of course you have to plug it in for this all to work, so it's very dependent on being close to a wall outlet, so you can't recline or have the light without the power source. And the other thing that I like about the Turbo XL700 from Octane seating is kind of all the different possibilities with this. You can do it as a single chair and just push the other one aside and use it as a single chair, and squeeze it in a smaller space if you wish. You can arrange it as it is now, 2 chairs, or even once you get more chairs, you can make a wider row, 4 seats and up. And you can angle it too. If you don't like the straight way, you can just push this a little bit further and just kind of turn it in, or that's an option too. And it allows room for all the upgrades. If you want to buy like a table to sit here, so you're going to have something to rest snacks or bowls on, and the compartment space, plenty of possibilities. Easy for maximum convenience, having all the remotes in one spot, TV guide, magazines to read, books to read, any other thing you may need. And you can put your charging cords in there because you have the USB port right here, so the convenience factor is very, very good. And on the bottom of the chairs, there's some little guards to prevent any scratching of the wood. You can't see it now, but I think I have some extra in this bag here. I haven't removed the bag yet, but those guards to prevent scratching, you can easily stick them onto the bottom, and then it provides a easy to move, damage-free bottom. Some of the things I don't like, I mentioned the power recline is you're limited to however fast it goes when you want to sit up, and then you have to wait for it to go back to the leg rest going all the way down. The other thing I don't like about it is it feels like there's a kind of gap in between there. It's such a small thing, but it feels like there's a gap in there. But it's not really a big deal. It seems like there's a lot more things to like about this than to not like. And the seats are very comfortable. The leather padding is thick, and it's, I mean, you can see it's a big chair, wide, and the cushion it's pretty firm, so it's easy to get comfortable to sit or recline. And I'm going to show how it looks like with me sitting in it. There is one thing to mention about the ordering process of this chair. After it came in and I assembled it, one of the chairs did not have fully functioning LED lighting. The recline worked, USB port worked, but for some reason the light didn't come on the cup holders and the base rail. So I contacted the customer service, and they were pretty quick to send out a replacement part to fix the problem, and they offered to provide a technician, or to send out a technician if necessary, to install the part. But I opted to try to do it myself with the instructions they had emailed me, and I was able to exchange the little control panel here, and then there's a power box underneath. So all the cords, they kind of just are collected in this armrest side in a compartment, hidden compartment down there. And I was able to put the wiring together and get it to work. So now all the LED lighting functions as it should. And it was very comforting to know that the customer service was quick to identify the problem, send out the part, and then provide good instructions on how to arrange it together. And so now this is fully functioning, exactly what I had ordered, and it's ready to use as part of maybe a future home theater setup. This is just the beginning piece. Good bit of furniture here. Very convenient, very comfortable. And if I were to give a numeric rating, I'd say it's 4 out of 5 because of that little issue with the LED lighting. But there's not very much else to be desired for this product. It's pretty good. So 4 out of 5 stars. Good product, definitely recommend it.